Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream Saturday. I hope you guys have had a good week, and we are closing in on Christmas very quickly indeed, because it's only on Wednesday, so we've literally got a few days to go. Thankfully, I have managed to do all of my shopping, I think, and everything's delivered, I'm pretty sure. So I'm actually quite organised this Christmas, so I'm not having to run around trying to find things for people that they might not want in the first place. So hopefully people will want the things that I've got them. Anyway, hello to you guys in the live chat room tonight. And let's see who we have in there. We have Sue, Billy, Tammy, Rowe, Lisa, Laurie, Julesy, Debbie, Momo, Gail, Angela, Anna, Vera, Personal Stash, Corey, Howard, Karen, Bob, Row again, laugh out loud can, and then something on the beach, or star on the beach, something like that. Hello to all of you in the live chat room, and thank you for joining me on this Saturday night. And the first thing that I have to put up on screen is the likes goal, because as we have done over the last few, actually months, it might even be more than a few months, we've been hitting these new records, which has been amazing. But the only problem with hitting records is that the next week you have a record set that's even higher. So then you have to try and beat it the next week, and then beat it the next week. So now we're up to 625. So that's what we're going to be aiming for tonight. Whether we will get there or not, I do not know. But all I can say is if you leave a thumbs up as you come through the door, it would be very much appreciated, and it might make it a little bit more possible in order to hit that total. So let's get the likeometer up on screen. I say that, but it always moves. It's always moving at the beginning of the live stream. I don't know why it does it, but let me now move this over here so hopefully you can see we are at 226 at the moment. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that, and maybe we can get a bit of a spike of the lights going on. And if we, I was just about to try and do some maths, but I'll leave it until later. until it's a little bit easier to work out. So yeah, 242 at the moment. We will keep an eye on that. So I can see that there have already been some donations in the super chat window. So thank you guys for those. I will get to those, and I want to get the names of my patrons up on screen first because they make this all possible in the first place. So a massive thank you to you guys. Joe says, Phil Jam, 198. I didn't change that number. Where is it? Right, 197 and 198. There we go. So that's what we will be having if we hit the lights goal for tonight. We'll bust out the guitar and have Phil Jam number 198. So thank you for that reminder, Joe. So yes, my patrons, they make this all possible. I say that they are the foundation of everything that I do. And I say that on every single live stream. And it is true. So all of the videos that you see on my channel are due to the support of these lovely people at the bottom of the screen. So thank you guys. You know who you are. Now, the last thing to get up on screen is the donations tab, because you don't have to donate. Just watching is great. So you don't have to donate for anything. That's including analysis videos or anything like that, because I do get people emailing me saying, oh, how much does it cost to do an analysis video? It doesn't cost anything. You just send me a link to the video or performances that you want me to take a look at. And that's another thing. There's some people do just email and they don't include a link. So when they say, oh, can you look at this particular person, it's generally good to have a particular song that I can look at, that I can break down, or a performance. So that's something to take into consideration when you're making the requests. It's better to have a specific request, something that you want me to look at. Because as you will notice in my analysis videos, when I start them, I say, on the analysis tonight, we're going to be taking a look at whatever artist it is, and that will be the video that I've been sent. So this is the other thing, that when people say, oh, why have you chosen this performance and not the other performance they did? It's because those are the links, or the link that I have been sent. That's the very specific performance I've been asked to look at. And sometimes people have very specific questions that they want answered. So that's the direction that I point the analysis in order to answer the question in the email that I received. But anyway, yeah, that is it. You don't have to pay or donate for me to do analysis videos. And that's been the way for the last, 5 years, 7 years, maybe 8 years. I can't remember. We've done a lot of videos, but yeah, it's always been the same. I know that other channels charge for for not even analysis videos, even just reaction videos, where they sit there and go, oh wow, that's amazing, I love it, please subscribe. You think, well, yeah, I mean, if people want to pay for that kind of thing, that's totally up to them, but you don't have to pay for analysis videos here, and you don't have to donate. So there you go. But for the people that can't resist donating, I think it's important that you know between 45 and 60% goes to YouTube through the super chat window, and between 3 and 5% goes to PayPal through the PayPal link, which you can find in the description below. So I will quickly jump into the super chat window because Paul donated $5 in there. Thank you for that, Paul. And it says, well, the message says 452,000 subscribers. Most excellent. Let's have fun tonight and spike those likes. All y'all. Rock around the Christmas tree. And I'm just going to skip that advert before it jumps into the live stream. So thank you for that, Paul. And let me put this on screen as well. So yeah, 452,000 subscribers, which is amazing, and we will keep on pushing forward and see where we end up with it all. But quite a nice audience, so thank you guys for tuning in and subscribing and doing all of that cool stuff and hitting the like button and commenting. It is very much appreciated, but obviously we're going to keep pushing forward and push forward into 2025. I mean, I can't believe it's going to be 2025. I mean, I'll get rid of that. But it seems like I can remember vividly me saying, let's go into 2024 and keep doing what we do. Just keep pushing forward. And I'm now saying that for 2025. I don't know. I literally don't know where the year goes. because I always have plans of doing things at the beginning of the year, and then by the end of the year, you realise, oh, that thing that I was going to do, I haven't done it yet, and it's now starting another year. So, yeah, it's crazy how fast the time goes. But 2025, I think, is going to be quite a big one. Fingers crossed, with stuff that I've got in the pipeline. And it always reminds me of The Office here in the UK. You've got David Brent, who used to say that he's got loads of stuff in the pipeline, but then never actually said what those things were. He just said, oh, just loads of stuff. Even more of these. When he's going around, I think clubs in Reading, and he's just throwing T-shirts out. So that's what he's doing. He's got even more of those. But anyway, moving away from The Office. And I know that there's an American version of The Office, which I started watching as well. And the thing about that is, the first one that I saw, I watched it and I thought, oh, it's not very good, or I didn't really like it that much. So then I didn't watch anything else. But then from talking to people, they say, oh, have you watched the American Office? And I've said, oh, no, I started watching it. I didn't like it. But then somebody said, well, make sure that you watch a few of them and don't judge it on the first one, because the first one, they were trying to copy the UK Office. But then they did their own thing after that. So anyway, I went back to it and started watching it. And yeah, sure enough, the first one was totally different to then the rest of all of the series. So yeah, I'm glad that I gave it another chance. And I think that's always the problem, that when you try and, especially, I don't know, the UK humour is going to be different as well. When you try and copy something exactly, you've got a guy like Steve Carell who's got his own personality, his own way of doing it. So trying to act like somebody else, like David Brent or Ricky Gervais that we have here, trying to act like him, it's never going to work. So yeah, it's good that they then changed it. And yeah, I mean, the characters on the American Office are just, I mean, it's almost like, yeah, it is called The Office, but it's just like a different kind of show, different kind of comedy. And the Dwight character is very entertaining as well. So yeah, I'm glad that I gave that another go. So moving on, got a bit sidetracked there by The Office, but yeah, thank you, Paul, for that donation. And Val's donated £20 as well. Thank you for that, Val. And the message is, hi Phil, here's something towards some decent Turkish delight, none of that chocolate covered stuff. Tesco, Waitrose, etc. All so delicious Turkish delight. Happy Christmas to you, your family, and all the wingers. Rock! So thank you for that, Val. And with a Turkish delight, even if it's covered in chocolate, I don't mind. I like it all. So generally at Christmas, what happens is, last Christmas was a chocolate orange fest, and I probably got too many. With the, I don't know, Turkish delight is nice in small quantities, and I think it probably just depends what your diet's like and how much sugar you're used to taking in on a daily basis. But for me, I don't really have that much sugar every day, so it means that when I have Turkish delight, I can have maybe 2 pieces, and that's sweet enough for me, and then I'll just leave it there. So a box lasts me for quite a long time. So yeah, 1 box is fine. I think anything more than that is my, I don't know, I think everybody's different. I've definitely got a sugar tolerance level where I hit a particular point and then my body says, nah, that's enough of that sugar stuff. So yeah, but I know some people could just sit there and probably eat a whole box, and they don't have that I don't know, that alert system in their body where, I mean, I have that all the time with, I guess this is something that maybe people have when you're eating fast food. And when it tastes really good, you sometimes ignore the signals from your body saying, oh, you're full up now. You go, oh yeah, but maybe a little bit more. But yeah, I always try to listen to my body. So as soon as I feel like I'm full up, then I stop eating and then just save whatever it is for another day, rather than keeping on eating and then just feel rubbish for probably about 24 hours afterwards. So yeah, it's all about, in moderation, Turkish delight and chocolate orange, and fast food, you know. So yeah, I will try to keep my intake just at a normal level. And this is the other thing, that if you start eating chocolate oranges, Turkish delight, then you've got a Christmas meal and then you realize you're not actually hungry, and then you've got a massive plate of food you've got to try and finish. So yeah, all about in moderation, which is just a good lesson for life, and just overall with your diet, everything in moderation. So yeah, thank you for that, Val. Personal Stash has donated $5. Thank you for that. And they say, I love this guy. So thank you for the kind words. And Elaine has donated $2. So thank you for that. And the message is, haircut, Phil. Looks great. So thank you for that. And no, just this is my hair. And this is what it does. That sometimes it doesn't know what it's doing. And tonight, it actually started out not knowing what it was doing. And I didn't know what it was doing. So then I washed it and just messed it up. And this is what I was left with. So yeah, it's but from looking at it, it doesn't look anywhere near as bad when before I washed it. It was just absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, no haircut, just random hair. That's what happens sometimes. And I've said that sometimes I think it would be easier to have a wig or a hairpiece, because I assume that once you have a wig, it stays like it is. Or do you wash it? Do people wash them? And then, I don't know, put them in the tumble dryer? I don't know how it works. But I'm assuming that if I had a wig that was like this, that you just put it on and then it looks like this day in, day out. You think, well, that would be quite convenient. It means that you're not going to have random hair days where you don't know what it's doing. And it would always be the perfect length to not go over my eyes. But this is it. That's something that I was thinking. Because I do a video I live stream on Tuesday, do a video on Wednesday, do a video on Friday, do a live stream on Saturday, do a video on Sunday. I thought there's 5 videos of me, and maybe when I'm a lot older, I can go through my whole channel and literally have a day-by-day change with my hair. And then, when they do those time-lapse things, so you can see the hair go and they go back like that, and it'll keep on doing that for years. So yeah, that'll be and then we'd have the lockdown hair, which kind of would go all the way down like that. So yeah, some nice, not nice center partings that were going on during that. But anyway, thank you for that, Elaine. And Linda's donated $20 as well. Thank you for that, Linda. And that's a straight up donation. And Peachy Keen has donated $2 as well. So thank you for that. And the message is, in honor of the best community on the tube. So thank you for that. And yeah, we do have a very good community here on the channel. And if you guys want to get involved over on Facebook, you can join the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over there if you want to. And yeah, that's a great community over there as well. So thank you for that, Peachy Keen. And Anna has donated $20 as well. Thank you for that, Anna. And the message is, since I cannot be here Tuesday, I wanted to wish you a very Merry Christmas. Use this to get yourself some Chinese or what you are wanting. Love, Anna. So thank you for that. And yeah, Tuesday night, of course, is going to be Christmas Eve. Again, I'm just thinking of it as a Tuesday night and not a Christmas Eve live stream. So I will be live streaming for Christmas Eve. So I'm just throwing that out there. And I will most likely, I try to do it every year. If I can find my Christmas hat, I will be wearing that. So yeah, look out for that on Tuesday night, going into Christmas Day here in the UK. But thank you for that, Anna. Yep, have a good Christmas as well. But hopefully I'll see you guys on Christmas Eve if you can make it. Same time, same place, 11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. You can look up Google, type in time in the UK or time in London, England, and then you'll be able to find the time and work out your time zones. So maybe you can join me going into Christmas Day, Tuesday night into Wednesday. So I will jump over into the PayPal window because we've had some donations over there as well. And I want to make sure that I don't miss any of these. Let me see. I didn't actually mark this. Sometimes I mark them so that I make sure that I pick up from where we left off. But we had, this is from Liz, which was right at the end of the last live stream. And then, we've got CD orders, which is good. And then we had, I'm just getting through CD orders here. Right, I think this is the next one from Nicole, but just in case, Gail donated £50. I think that was at the end of the last live stream, but just in case, thank you for that, Gail. The message was, "Dear Phil, wishing you and your family peace and joy this holiday season. Best, Gail." So thank you for that. And Nicole donated £10. Thank you for that, Nicole. And the message was, "Hello, Phil. Today in the calendar, it's the first day of winter. I've been watching your channel for 4 years. It goes by quickly. Good weekend, Phil. Many love and rock again." So thank you for that. And yeah, I mean, it's not too cold here in the UK at the moment. I think probably around about 6 degrees, something like that. So not freezing yet. But I think it's been close to freezing, so it's always going to be a little bit of a gamble and a guess to see how cold it does get. But moving on, we've had another donation. This is from Lydia for £23.82. So thank you for that, Lydia. And this is a long message, so I'm going to try my best fast reading, even though I'm not very fast at reading. "Hello, Phil. Merry Christmas in advance. Thanks for all your hard work and enthusiasm. 450 plus K subscribers are a pretty good proof that honesty, sincerity and good humour are much needed in this world. I'm eager to know what will be the big project you're teasing us with for weeks, and hope that you'll be able to achieve your goal soon. If you need, see, if I try and this is why I don't read, and I can't read books. I can read books, but this is why it takes me so long. And then I think, well, I haven't got the time to read a book, because if I try and read it quickly, my brain starts putting different words in the wrong places, and it's, really weird. So anyway, I'll just slow down a bit. If you need French translations at some points, we're a bunch of French-speaking people in this community who would gladly help you. By the way, don't forget to tell the newcomers about the petition. The link can easily be missed. You rock, and here is a small contribution to help you replenish your stock of chocolate oranges. Joyeux Noël from France, and don't worry about your accent while reading this out loud during the live stream. Lydia, aka Purple Velvet." So thank you for that. And it was too late to worry about the accent because I just said it how I said it. Probably not very well. So thank you for that, Lydia. And this is the other thing, that the reason that I don't mention the petition in the comments section is because, I mean, that was really just set up because some people said, well, what can we do about, wanting real music or wanting real singers? And there isn't at the moment anything that you can do. I mean, you can sign a petition, as you'll find in the description below, but that's just people getting together saying, yes, we want to know what's going on. We want to be able to tell when somebody's singing or when somebody's lip syncing or using auto-tune or all this different stuff. But that's all related to my side project, means that the petition and the thing that the people are signing for is going to be it's going to be void, because I'm going to be doing something that everybody can get involved with who has signed that petition and they believe in a particular thing. Then they'll be able to jump on board with this thing that I'm doing next year. And it's probably going to be early next year, hopefully, fingers crossed. But it means that rather than signing a petition and it having to go to government, and then, I mean, I've thought about it all, and I thought, and this is why I started doing this side project, because I thought, right, let's say, for example, that we get loads of signatures and it goes past the amount that you need to get it discussed in government. They're going to say that they're going to discuss it in government, and then they're not really that bothered about it. Nothing's going to happen. Or if they do discuss it and they think, oh, yes, we should have some kind of control, or people should know what they're buying, or buying, when they're going to shows and they're buying tickets for it, they should know what they're paying for. So if they discussed it even more, you think, well, if they decide, yes, we agree, it's going to be, what, 5-10 years time by the time that they actually say, okay, yes, we agree. How are we going to implement this? Because then they'll think, right, well, that's going to take another few years to try and implement it. And I just thought, rather than do all that, I know how to do that all. I know how to do it all. So why would I leave it to a government to do it if I could do it myself? So, yeah. But this is the thing, that I'm going to be, launching this next year. And this is why I've said to you guys that I'll need your help as well, because it is almost like setting up something that's independent that is going to be able to let people know exactly what's going on. And yeah, we'll see what happens next year. But this is why it's not too important for people to sign the petition, because, you know, the end of getting that signed or getting so many signatures on a petition, the end goal of that is too far away, and it might be done really badly. So I think it's a lot better to do something that is going to be done well and can be done literally within, well, if I launch, within days, rather than having to wait years for something to. But it's going to all be about spreading the word that what I'm doing, I will be doing, so people know. But yeah, I'll explain it all in a video probably quite soon on the channel. So anyway, thank you for that, Lydia. And we've had another message because Tammy's donated £10. Thank you for that, Tammy. The message is, hi Phil, congratulations on hitting 452,000 subscribers. What is one unique way your hometown celebrates the holidays? You're the best. Love and rock. So thank you for that. And I don't think there's anything special that my hometown does. And I think this is just a UK thing. All we do really is, or what the towns do, is put Christmas lights up and have a tree. And then they might get somebody along to turn on the Christmas lights. And that's it. And that happens every year at Christmas. But it's not really a unique thing because everybody does it. Maybe over in the USA or in different countries, you do unique things for Christmas in towns. But yeah, we don't have that here. Just turn on some lights. That's how we do it. So thank you for that, Tammy. And Debbie has donated £10 as well. Thank you for that, Debbie. And the message is, hi Phil, congrats on 452,000 subscribers. So glad the channel continues to grow and flourish. Happy holidays to you and your family. Love you, Debbie. So thank you for that. And Lisa W's donated £5 as well. And Lisa W says, Merry Christmas, Phil, to you and your family. I hope to catch the Christmas Eve live stream. The New Year's Eve show last year was my first live stream and I was hooked. Congratulations on 452,000. So thank you for that, Lisa W. And Lisa W again with a £3.80 donation. So thank you again. The message is, hi Phil, would it be too difficult to add a short Christmas cover or a Christmas jam on Tuesday? I thought I would ask early so you might be able to prepare a little something. It would be so nice to hear something a little festive. So thank you for that. Now, last year, I think we had a bit of a festive jam. I think Joe might have done something. So this might be Joe's department. I'm certainly not going to have time to put together a Christmas cover. And we usually just play Jingle Bells anyway. The kind of bit of a silly video that I did years ago. But yeah, it might be the case that there's going to be a jam, a Christmas jam. I don't know. This is something that you can ask Joe about. So yeah, we'll maybe try and do something, but I'll leave it. I'm not going to be able to do a Christmas cover because I've got to get all of the things organised that I need to do for YouTube over Christmas, and then I want to do a lot of work on this side project so that I can actually get going in 2025 because I've been working on it for the whole of 2024. So yeah, I just want to kind of get moving with it. So any spare time I do have, I'll be spending on my side project, but I see that as time well spent because especially with all of the videos that I've done over the last year or two, it's getting to the point now with the amount of emails that I'm receiving and people asking me about this band and that band and this artist and that artist and this tour and that tour. I think it's important that there's something that people can go to where they don't all have to message me asking me if what they're going to pay their money for is going to be genuine or not. There's going to be something that they can refer to, and then they will know. So anyway, yeah, I think that's going to be time well spent on just getting everything organized for that. And yeah, it does take a long time, but that's what I'm spending my spare time on at the moment. So thank you for that, Lisa W. And Sue has donated £20 as well, so thank you for that, Sue. And the message is, good evening, Phil and fellow wingers. Let's smash the lights goal. Phil Jam is one of the best parts of a Saturday night. Sue. So thank you for that, Sue, and the kind words, of course. Right, now I've just remembered something, and I tell you what, we'll quickly try and get through a few more of these PayPal donations, but I've remembered something that I was going to try and explain on the live stream. But Bastian has donated £10 and 14 pence, so thank you for that, Bastian. And Vera has donated £19 and 2 pence, so thank you for that, Vera. And the message is, hi Phil, what is Turkish delight like texture-wise? Is it like Jello? I've never tried it. Happy Christmas to you and your family. I wish you and your family a lovely time. Did you put up a Christmas tree this year? Hugs and love, Vera. So thank you for that. And the texture is, I don't know what Jello is. Jelly? If it's the same thing. Jelly is a little bit softer than Turkish Delight. So Turkish Delight, if Jello is the same as jelly, it's like a thicker version of that. So yeah, but it is, yeah, quite squashy, but yeah, very sticky, you know, when you bite into it. So yeah, you'll just have to try some and see what it's like. So with the Christmas tree, it's not something that I've done this year, but it's just having time. This is the thing. I'm not an expert in, you know, putting trees up, so but yeah, I mean, this year is just absolutely crazy with getting everything organized, getting the presents, and like I said, all the stuff that I'm doing at the same time. I mean, I'm always really busy anyway, but this kind of side project that I've got going at the same time means I'm double busy all the time. If I ever have any spare time, I'll spend time on that side project, getting it all going, or at least preparing to get it going. So thank you for that, Vera. And Dawn has donated £7 and 61 pence. Thank you for that, Dawn. The message is, Merry Christmas, Phil. Have a chocolate orange on me. So yes, I will try. Thank you, Christopher, for this £19 and 2 pence donation as well. And the message is, Merry Christmas from Chris DIYer in Oklahoma. Long time sub, great channel. So thank you for that, Christopher. And another one's come through. This is Lucy, who has donated £12 and 25 pence. So thank you for that. And the message is, wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas. Thank you for all you do. No problem. Thank you for watching. But yeah, have a great Christmas as well. And Janice has donated £75. So thank you for that, Janice. Very kind donation. The message is, Philip, I just discovered that I'm not a subscriber. So hello to you from a new subscriber. And Merry Christmas. So thank you for that. And yeah, this is it. I think sometimes people watch the videos and don't realise that they're not subscribed. And then, like I've had before, where people have said, oh, it's great to see you back on YouTube. And I've literally never stopped. I've never stopped my output of videos. Ever. You know, I haven't had a week off. So it's quite funny when people might not be subscribed, and they obviously don't get notified for the videos, and they might not for a year, and then they might see one pop up and think that I've had a year of doing nothing, and then watch that one. So yeah, make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell to get notified for the videos and the live streams. So yeah, there you go. Thank you for that, Janice. And Karen has donated £3 and 80 pence. Thank you for that, Karen. The message is, hi Phil, congrats on hitting 452,000 subscribers today. I caught up on your recent analysis videos. You really had me thinking musically, hence my long responses. I truly needed that from one musician to another. I appreciate your hard work, integrity and dedication. Many thanks for all you do and for being you. Cheers, Karen. So thank you for that, Karen. And right, I can see that there have been some donations in the super chat window as well, but I will quickly explain this thing. And it's something that Angela's been asking me a lot about over on Patreon, and I've been trying to explain it, but it seems like writing it in words isn't very clear. So I'm going to try and give it a go with a demonstration. So there is massive confusion over chest voice, head voice, and falsetto. And I know that there's huge confusion because I've even seen vocal coaches demonstrating falsetto using their head voice with air, but they're not actually using falsetto, and it is really complicated for people to understand, especially when they're being shown something that actually isn't it. So the reason that I know the difference between chest voice, head voice, and falsetto as vocal registers is because I could never do falsetto. My voice never did it. So when I accidentally did it, I then realised, oh right, that's what that is. So very quickly, right, let's try and go from, well, when you're going from chest voice into head voice, you can blend those registers. So if I go I can do that. I can go up and down. And another thing that my voice has never done, and while I'm explaining this, I think you can only really explain something with the way that your voice works yourself, because that's all you know. So I know that by going from chest voice up into head voice, that I can go from one to the next, going, oh, and I can go from a higher note all the way down to a lower note. And that's connected. That never breaks at any point. And I know there's some guys, and my voice has never been able to do this, some guys break. So their voice flips into head voice. It's the same as yodeling. When you go up with your voice and it suddenly flips to a high note, but it flips into head voice. It doesn't flip into falsetto. So falsetto is a different vocal register. So I can go through chest voice and head voice, and I can go, ah. I can put air into my head voice, ah. And I can keep that air in chest voice. But it means that if I go, ah, that's not falsetto, ah, because I can go, ah, ah. I can put air into that sound. So that's still not falsetto. I'm doing just putting air into my head voice. Now, when I figured out what falsetto was, I was just going, I just breathed out like that. And I was just going, but there was a note there. And I thought, hang on, I'm only breathing. So how has a note come out when I'm just going, so that's when I can't remember why or how I did that, but it's the first time I ever was just breathing and I heard a note. And the reason that I knew that it was falsetto was because I can feel when I go, oh, I can feel my vocal cords coming together. And when I go, ah, like that, I know that what I'm doing really is going, ah, I'm doing head voice, ah, and going, ah, but putting air in the sound. Whereas if I'm going to try and do this with falsetto, going, ah, 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 there you go. Ah, ah, ah. Even though falsetto should be kind of higher than those notes, and because I couldn't do this falsetto register, ah, 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 hopefully you can hear that. I'm getting a note, but my vocal cords are apart. As soon as I go and do that, my vocal cords are now together. So going and going are two different things. And yeah, the reason that I know that that is falsetto is because I couldn't ever do that, and it's and I can feel my vocal cords aren't like they're not doing that. And this is why if I try and go, if I try and now do the falsetto version of that, you can hear silence because your vocal cords break apart. So I'm trying to make that clear to understand how making that particular noise in head voice and chest voice. And so, for example, if I go vocal cords, now connected, and that's head voice. If I now try and do chest voice, I shouldn't have tried to do this, but this is a high note. So if I try to go, and try and take my chest voice up that high, obviously there's a danger of taking too much weight up there and you kind of hit the ceiling. So this is why going, it makes the high notes a lot easier going into head voice because you can lighten it up. But that is still different to going, and now, there it is. Because I've never been able to do that particular register, just trying to totally change the way my voice works in order to get it is, really difficult. But it's something that I do occasionally kind of mess around with. But I know that it's a lot more. Angela says, that's falsetto. Perfect. So much better in demonstration. Now I understand. So we got there. So, I think, but the problem is that, and I've seen it, vocal coaches that don't realise what they're doing. And they say, okay, so now we're going to go, and go, and they'll say, go into falsetto, and then back into, chest voice. But the whole point that you can go, the whole point that they can blend that is because they're not going into falsetto, they're going into head voice. So, but this is the thing, that you can only explain it from how your own voice works. And I think I've got an advantage in that because I could never do it, now going, and going, and making a noise like that is definitely a note. Vocal cords are vibrating, but they're apart, but I'm still getting a note. So, and the fact that I did it just breathing, you can breathe and get notes. So, the vocal cords aren't coming together. But as soon as they do, that kind of, that clean vocal cord connection feels totally different. So, there you go. Chest voice, head voice. And by the way, if people are confused about mixed voice, that's a combination of chest voice and head voice. But controlling your mixed voice is almost a word that you can use for totally combining all of your range, so that once you've mastered mixed voice, it's like the holy grail that you can go from your lowest note to your highest note without kind of straining and taking chest voice too high and all that kind of stuff. And you can apply a little bit of kind of grit to it as well if you want to. But like I said, it's the holy grail in order to do that. But getting back to these classifications, I think people do get very confused just because of a lot of vocal coaches that demonstrate falsetto with their head voice. And this is another thing that people and vocal coaches say, so just in order to find your falsetto, just do a noise like a cat. And they do a meow. But they're doing the meow in their head voice, because if they were doing it in falsetto, they go from a low note into a high note pretending to be a cat. And vocal coaches do, well, like I've just done there, do plenty of crazy things to try and explain things. But even with that demonstration, that is not falsetto. So they say, do this to get into falsetto. But I know, because I could never do falsetto, and then realise what it was. So, I mean, I will probably keep working on falsetto in order to kind of build it up, because I've never been able to do it, but now I can. But it's just the opposite to how my voice works. So trying to unlearn everything, or at least keep the chest voice and the head voice, but then have falsetto as well. I think because I've always gone, I've always just added air to head voice, like that. And people would say, falsetto. No, it's not. That's my that my vocal cords are coming together for that. So there you go. Moving on. Quite a long explanation, but it is a complicated subject. Like I said, you can only really explain it to how you know your voice works, and how I know that falsetto is totally different to head voice and and chest voice. So anyway, and yeah, if you can blend your low note into the high note, then it's not falsetto. It's just literally chest voice into head voice. And then if you go up and down, it's just chest voice into head voice. It's that simple. So anyway, back into that super chat window, and we've had a donation from... Oh, I might have to scroll up because... Oh, there are quite a few. I scrolled up and I went too far. So this is... right, Anna... Do we get to... Yes, we got to Anna's one. Karen donated $10. Thank you for that, Karen. And the message was, once your secret project starts, is it more or less likely you'll be able to watch the Get Back documentary? By the way, love the facial hair growing out some. And I think probably less likely because I've always just got less time day on day. But yeah, the other thing is that the busier I am, the less time I have to shave. So there you go. So I sometimes get more facial hair. You know exactly how busy I've been depending on the length of my facial hair. So, but I'm quite lucky, I think, or I don't know. I class it as lucky as not having to shave every day. There are some guys that, just get really thick beards and have to shave all the time, whereas I probably shave once a week. So, I kind of get away with it. And even then, I don't shave with like what they used to have, like a Bic razor or anything like that. I just use like a shaver thing that just gets rid of most of it. But yeah, I class myself as lucky because it saves me time. If I had to shave every day, then it would be a nightmare because I would probably end up with a beard because I wouldn't have time to shave it off. But anyway, thank you for that, Karen. And Jan has donated $20. Thank you for that. And the message is Pegasus. Biko. So thank you for that. And James has donated £20. And thank you for that, James. The message is, hi Phil, please could you wish my wife Helen a Merry Christmas? So thank you for that, James. So yes, Merry Christmas, Helen. Have a fantastic Christmas and New Year. And yeah, same to you, James. Lucy's donated $1.99. Thank you for that, Lucy. The message is, spike the likes with the thumbs up and then equals guitar. And that means that if we do hit the target for tonight, which is we're looking for 625 likes, and we are almost at 500, still a ways to go. So it means that we're looking for, 129 more people to hit the thumbs up. If you could do that, would be very much appreciated. Then we'll have a Phil jam at the end of the live stream. We'll bust out the guitar and see what happens. But thank you, Personal Stash as well, who has donated $5. And the message is, have you ever sang Neil Young? So thank you for that. And no, I haven't sung. I haven't done any covers of any Neil Young tunes. So no, I haven't. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think for Neil Young stuff, it's probably going to be more in that kind of Barry, maybe high Barry kind of range. So you don't have to worry too much about the whole tenor range that I might have been. I probably was going into previously, definitely with falsetto and head voice. I don't know which notes I was hitting, but I would probably think around an F or G4. And yeah, when you start taking chest voice up in those kinds of places, that's where you might start to have to hand it off to head voice a little bit, but not too much of that with Neil Young. But even still, this is the thing, that when singing is so important, just to sing the way that you sing and sing within your own range. And that's something that when you try and maybe copy somebody, cover videos are fine, but then if you're trying to do your own thing and you're trying to copy somebody else's voice, I don't think it's ever a very good idea, because you want to be able to write songs and perform songs that you can sing yourself, rather than setting the bar literally too high for yourself or too low for yourself, because you want to get it right in your range in order to just use your voice to the most of its ability. Not that makes sense, but you know what I mean, that you're just using your voice to the best of your ability, probably not the most. So thank you for that. And Diane donated $3. Thank you for that, Diane. The message is, Merry Christmas to you and your family. So thank you for that. Yes, have a great Christmas as well. I think I'll be saying this a lot on Tuesday night because we still have the Christmas Eve live stream to go. But yes, I can see that we are almost within 100 likes of having a Phil Jam at the end of the live stream. What's that? 102. What did I say before? I can't remember. I must have got maybe I got the maths wrong before. But we're now looking for 102, 101 more people to hit the thumbs up. So yeah, if you could do that, that would be great. Now we do actually have this super chat donation goal thing that pops up that I told you in the last live stream is just really annoying just to have it there to try and force people to donate to hit a goal, which I think is absolutely crazy. So yeah, I won't be clicking on that, even though it's trying to do that where the vote happens for the cover video. And it looks like Late on the Line is in the lead with 53% of the vote. And we might have to jump into that straight away because I can see that it's 5 to midnight here. So let me just end the poll and we'll wait to see what happens with that. And it is, yeah, Late on the Line with 53% of the vote. Parisian Walkways, unfortunately, missing out again. But it's missed out a few times on the live streams recently. We are going to be jumping into Lay It on the Line. If you can hit the thumbs up, that would be great as well, because we still have a way to go. We've got Picture Corner as well after the cover video. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that likeometer and see how close we can get. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and it's my version of Lay It on the Line, of course. So I hope you guys, well, the Triumph Classic, of course, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you after. Rock!
Just another friend. I wanna love you, I wanna make you mine. Won't you lay it on the line? I'm tired of playing foolish games. I'm tired of all of your lies making me insane. I don't ask for much, the truth will do just fine. Won't
And there we have it. That was my version of Lay It on the Line. And yes, attempting the crazy vocal exploits of Rick Emmett, which is just, a very difficult thing to do. And again, when I say about singing within your range, doing those kinds of songs is probably a little bit silly. But I hope you enjoyed my attempt at that particular song. Thank you guys for voting for it tonight as the cover video for the live stream. Now, I can see that we are looking for exactly 60 more people to get involved with the live stream before the end, which means we've got, maybe 10 to 15 minutes to try and find these people. Let's have a look at the backing track for tonight. Is 198, so that's 5 minutes and 59 seconds, Joe has written in his message. So, if we're going to be busting out the guitar, then we'll need as many thumbs up as we can get before the end of the live stream. We're going to have, I think, one hell of a spike of the likes. We'll keep an eye on that likeometer. We'll try and generate some, some activity in the live chat room and pull some people in from other places on YouTube to hit the thumbs up. We will see. So there has been another donation. Oh, let me skip that advert. Right, there has been another donation over in the PayPal window, so thank you for this. And it's Karen who's donated £3.80, so thank you for that. And the message is, hi Phil, in April I'll be seeing Michael Monroe in concert. He is the lead singer for the big hair band Hanoi Rocks. Have you heard of him and or the band? Would you consider analysing a performance of his either solo or with Hanoi? Thanks and rock on, Karen. So thank you for that. And I'm getting an echo of my voice here, which is really annoying. Right, that's better. I haven't listened to Michael or Hanoi, Hanoi, not a band that have crossed paths with myself or my listening in the past. So thank you for that, Karen. But I can check them out, have a listen. But thank you for that donation as well. And there's been another donation, and it's Bram's Rockhopper, who has donated £4.99. So thank you for that. And the message is, please tell Odin I love him. Also, Phil, if you were going to cover a Queen song, which one would you choose and why? So thank you for that. And right, I know that people would probably think, oh, Bohemian Rhapsody. But I mean, while that would be interesting to take on from a covers perspective, because it means that I would be able, I'd at least be able to attempt to sing all of the parts, which could be entertaining or a nightmare, who knows. I don't know. I would have to think about it. I haven't had a chance to think about it, but there are so many tunes. Okay, the thing is, doing "We Will Rock You" would be, I mean, that could be good for, I'm imagining, getting people, i.e. other people, and maybe lots of people, to send in the crowd sound of them saying "We Will Rock You" and putting it in a project and having like 50 or 100 or 200 voices singing "We Will Rock You" for the chorus. I think, oh, that'd be quite cool. So I'm kind of thinking production wise, that would be an interesting project, but obviously I wouldn't have the time to do it. So I'd have to I don't know. I mean, Don't Stop Me Now as well. It's just fun. It would be a fun song to do. So and I can see that Fat Bottom Girls, and that's Bella. Potentially. Oh, what about Bicycle? There you go. That would be one that would be a bit left field. In order to do the One Vision as well. WNP67 says so. And I Want It All. This is the thing that there's so many potential songs that you think, well, would you do a particular song for the guitar again, Bohemian Rhapsody for the solo, but the riff as well, where obviously in Wayne's World they all go crazy in the car, so there'll be so many reasons to do different covers. I guess that's what you have with a great band, that just write loads of great songs. Choosing to do one would be very difficult indeed. So Rocker Girl says, what about I Love My Car? I don't know. I Love My Car. That must have been one of their hits that passed me by. So anyway, thank you for the donation. This is Bram's Rock Hopper, who requested that, but also to tell Odin not that I love him, but that Bram's Rock Hopper does. So there you go. Thank you for that donation. Right, 20 more people. Oh, Picture Corner. I'm getting a little bit sidetracked with Queen songs. So let's get into Picture Corner and see what's happening there tonight. Right, now, I don't know where this is going to show up on screen. Is it? Oh, it's almost in the middle. Not quite in the middle. So let me move this back, if I can find where it is. And there it is. I found it, so we can move it a little bit more in the middle. There we go. So this has been sent in. Now, this looks like, I mean, it could be a little, almost something from a horror movie if it was like a doll that came alive. So this is from Hannah, so thank you for sending this in. And there's a message with this as well that says, Merry Christmas from Philbert, Lil Phil, and Philomena. Rock! And, and there's the Wings of Pegasus logo on the shirt, or the jumper, or the doll hoodie thing that I'm looking at here, and we've got the Wings of Pegasus mug in there as well. So thank you for sending that one in, Hannah. And this was sent in by Karen, and Karen has put a picture of me with a hat on. Hang on, I'm going to see what this says. So this says, Karen used a screenshot, or this is the message, used a screenshot from the That's Metal video and added in some chocolate oranges. So thank you for that, and I'm trying to see where the down here at the bottom we've got some chocolate orange. It's very small on my screen, but I could just about make that out. And the Christmas hat, the bass guitar in the background, it's got some rock horns, and that's Christmas to my ears. So thank you, Karen, for sending that in, and Hannah as well. If you guys want to get involved and send any merch related or Wings of Pegasus related things to the supporters group on Facebook, then you can do. That's the Wings of Pegasus supporters group. You can join in there, and then Laura links me to the pictures. So thank you for that, Laura. Right, let's now get back to business, and from needing 100 people, we now need 12 people, I do believe, to have the Phil Jam. So we are so close. What's the time? It's 8 minutes past midnight. So I don't know whether I should take a gamble and just grab the guitar anyway, predicting that we might get, within the next few minutes, another 11 people. So again, I mean, it's good because we managed to go out and find other people from YouTube somewhere, to drag them into the live stream, to hit the thumbs up. And we're now looking for 9 people. I'm getting closer to grabbing the guitar, because now we're looking for what, 8 people? Can we find 8? This is going to be like a countdown of likes on the likeometer. And by the way, this would be a new record for the channel of all time. Did I even say that? I might not have even stated the importance of the 625. So this would be a new record. So 5 more people. If you are in that live chat room and you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, we're looking for you to do that. We're now looking for 3 more people. And while we're waiting, I'm going to press the microphone button, because there we have it. And even if everybody now presses the like button and it goes down, We have reached the target, so that is it. Now we've got over the target, 626. So thank you guys for hitting that and giving us a new record of all time on the channel. Also ensuring that we have the fill jam. And I'm now going to have to get organised. I didn't zoom out. That's something that I should have done. Zoom out. Red dude. He was quite quick today. Sometimes he just doesn't show up. But now we are zoomed out. Right, let's click on this. Pause that. And right, this is... Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit... Because I was getting my voice, I turned down these speakers so that I might not be able to hear this very well. But anyway, this is Dark and Heavy Psychedelic Rock Jam track. Guitar, backing track, in brackets G minor. It's a long title, but this is from Now You Shred backing tracks, and the U is in capital letters. Let me know what the mix is like in the live chat room. Oh, I can hear it, which is good. Oh, sounds a little bit manic. Can you hear this? Okay, right, I'm just trying to read this. Oh, this level's good. Oh, Joe says level's good. Right, we are good to go. Level's not good here. Okay. Yeah, the levels are really weird here for some reason. I don't know why. Grab this. we had it. There we had it, and there we have it. And throughout that last kind of 15 seconds, I was thinking, this is almost at the end on the video, and there's no hint of the backing tracks, slowing down, having an ending. So I thought, is this suddenly going to finish? So that's why I just suddenly jumped down at the end there. And just suddenly finished because I thought, well, the video's finishing, so something's going to happen. But anyway, there we have it. That was the Fill Jam for tonight. For some reason, I don't know why, but yeah, the levels were a little bit weird. On this side of the screen, hearing that and then hearing my guitar, they didn't want to kind of coexist. But as long as you could hear it on the other side of the intrawebs, then that's the most important thing. So, thank you, Joe, for sending that my way. That was dark and heavy. Certainly not what I was expecting, actually, because it says dark and heavy psychedelic rock jam track. And it was relatively manic. Dark and heavy, maybe possibly manic, psychedelic rock jam track, guitar backing track, G minor in brackets, and then now you shred backing tracks. That's the channel that it is from. So there we go. And by the way, thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up and ensuring that we had a Fill Jam for tonight and that we got a new record for the live streams. Of 625. If you're watching this in the future, you can keep on hitting the thumbs up. Really does help the live stream to get out there a little bit more and for the channel to grow on the whole. So we are now, I believe, up to date with everything and organized. So all that's left for me to say is try to stay as safe and as sane as possible in this crazy world in which we live. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend, of course. And remember, I am going to be here with another video tomorrow night, but a live stream on Tuesday night, Christmas Eve. So if you can join me then, it'll be very much appreciated because I'll be there at 11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So hopefully I'll see you then to see you in Christmas Day. So yes, I will see you then, fingers crossed. And like I said, have a great rest of your weekend. Great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is where you are. And I'll catch you guys at the next one. Rock!